not going crazy at the moment. I am totally over this quarantine madness. I'm sure you all are feeling the same way. And that's why I'm making this video. So I'll cut straight to the chase. I'm actually making this video for inspiration to other artists so that you can have another idea of how to stay creatively stimulated while being at home, because a lot of our creative routines that we used to have, we can't do anymore. Like some of us might have gone to the beach or, gone to museums or gone on vacation and tried to kind of like mix up your environment and create change throughout the week so that you could maintain your creative flow. Well, a lot of us are just not there right now. So I had this idea of doing a mini museum tour with you. I really hope you enjoy it. It's just gonna have me on a voiceover, and I'm gonna show you what I've been doing to stay creatively stimulated for the last 2 months, even though we are not doing the same activities that we used to do. And I'll be quite frank, some of those were going snowboarding and going to the mountains. I used to love to unplug and just like leave town for 3 days and just, do physical activities. And that really gave me a reboot mentally so that on Mondays I could resume whatever projects I was working on for clients. And we haven't been able to do that. Another activity, if we didn't have 3 days to go to the mountains, we would go down to San Diego to go surfing together. And that really helped me to physically remove myself from my work as well. And one reason why I have to do that is because I work from home already. Pre-quarantine, I already worked for myself from home. So part of the issue with that was that now that we have the stay-at-home order, I am continuously at home and cannot choose to remove myself from the environment where I work and live. And when you work and live in the same environment, which I think a lot of people are experiencing now, it can be really a challenge to see the same environment every single day and to come up with a new routine. So I had to kind of think out of the box on how to keep myself moving forward and getting my client work done. So I basically just searched some museums in Italy because I have personally never been to Italy. I have traveled to Europe, but I've never been to Italy before. My family tells me it's, really, really incredible. And I do have a background in art history, so I definitely would love to see the art there and go to some of the museums. But I don't think, given the current situation, that's going to be physically possible. So what I did was the other day I started to kind of research Italian patterns because I'm going to be doing a project in the near future that involves that kind of a style. And I decided to just go through and find some museums that I could tour. And I happened upon this actual museum. And you'll see some of the artwork here is just phenomenal. Like if you look at the realism in this work of art specifically, it's just incredible. Like the folds of his fabric and the way that he achieves that just with such subtle detail. I would love to be able to do that, and I really want to learn how to preserve my midtones in my artwork, because I notice that sometimes when I'm working on a floral painting, my midtones kind of get lost in the piece, and I want to try and learn from how these masters are doing this so that I can improve my own painting. And I think this is a great time for us to all do master studies because we have a little bit of extra time because a lot of us are not, commuting to jobs or you know, doing the same routine that we had before. And so, yeah, I think this is a great time to look inward and start to improve our own skills. Yeah, this is incredible. I think this one right here is my favorite. Like the gold leaf in her clothing is just phenomenally executed. I don't think I have a word for that. So at all these museums, you can just kind of scroll and look for stuff. What's amazing is I think that a lot of these online museum articles, a lot of the materials that they have provided for people are being discovered right now because people can't go there. Like for instance, this gallery right here, I ran across this the other day and it's all about shoes. I was so fascinated. I mean, yeah, it's great to go see the actual exhibit, but here they've provided an experience for you and a video to watch so that you can actually just experience it. Especially since right now we can't actually go there. I think a lot of museums are going to move their content to online, so you're going to have to seek out some of this content and look for it. I would start with doing a search of your local museums because every city has museums. All you have to do is do a quick Google search and then pick one that, you know, interests you. And maybe it's a subject that you didn't think you'd be interested by. Like for instance, the shoes of the ancient Greeks. I had no idea that this would even fascinate me. But some curator beautifully put this together so that we can experience it and appreciate it. And I'm just fascinated. You know, I think this is a brilliant subject for a museum exhibit. So just moving on, I highly recommend you just go find something that sparks your interest and then, you know, take something from it and incorporate it into your art or incorporate it into your day. Maybe you are a writer and you want to find some inspiration for a chapter of a book. Go find a painting that inspires you and write a story about it. Like write a story from that character's voice about their experiences. So like check out this landscape right here. This is really fascinating. The colors that they're using, the muted tones, the almost fogginess of the background. It's beautiful. It's absolutely exquisite. Someone could write a story about this, or they could do a master study of this. Maybe you're fascinated by the style of it or the execution of the trees and you want to try it out. It's a great time to do some master studies. This piece right here with the food is just amazing. It's just so delicate, the way that it's been painted. And the drama of the background, the dark background, it's just fascinating. And this is a real famous painting. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, again, lots of food. I just love this. And this is a very traditional style. Yeah, so I would just go through and find stuff that you're looking for. This is more along the lines of what I was looking for patterns. And it's mentioning the symbolism of the shapes, like the square, rectangular, octagonal forms, decorating different structural locations. But it's just exquisite. The coat of arms. Yeah, maybe you model a pattern after, you know, a relief that you've seen. This is beautiful work. This is really beautiful. Even the frame, just the frame itself is beautiful. Playing with shapes in a geometric manner. They're very fascinated with shapes. yeah, so this is again what I was looking for. The different pattern designs, and even just these being sketches for like paintings or reliefs. It's all just great inspiration. Like I could take this pattern design and take elements from it and recreate something completely new and original that use the shapes and the figures in this pattern. I could even take inspiration from the cross hatching on this sketch, because the cross hatching is really beautifully done. It's very, very delicate, spaced all very evenly, and yet almost rough. It has a very rough execution. It feels like someone drew this really fast. So yeah, this is the Uffizi. I know I'm not saying that right, so I apologize. But yeah, this gallery exhibit has beautiful work in it. I highly recommend that you check out their gallery if you're by chance interested in this type of work. Like, look at this. This is just amazing the way this is built up. This is a sketch. That's gorgeous work. And then these sculptures, just beautiful. You could even take one of these sculptures and draw it as a study for life drawing and proportions. That's something I also want to work on. Here we go, the flower vase. Oh, so beautiful, these flowers in this painting. There's so much detail in this. And if you're a floral painter, these are great studies for painting flowers. Even if you just did this in pencil, you can learn a lot about where to shade in order to get the petals to pop out. Hey, so let me know if you like that. I might be doing one of these museum tours once a week because they're great for stimulating creative designs, patterns, and just artwork in general, because as artists, we probably should be doing these master studies anyways. So please let me know if you like this. I think it was kind of cool, and I'm going to do another one while we all wait to be able to physically visit these museums in person. And I think I found what I was looking for as far as the patterns and the geometric shapes. So I'm probably going to work on a pattern that kind of models some of the themes in the Italian artwork, and do something that is a little bit more realistic as a floral study, but incorporate it into the geometric shapes and create an Italian-inspired pattern. So check back later this week. I'll be giving away some artwork. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. I will be giving that artwork away to someone who has recently subscribed. I also have a Patreon account. If you are interested in supporting me, please check that out. And I will leave the links to my Instagram and social media channels below.